I'm good.
But let's go back to the phone lines. Let's talk to Regnis below from Adamantoise, calling in about server populations. How's it going, Regnis?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I'm a first-time caller.
Yeah, thanks for holding. You've been very patient as we've been going through that PvP section. I appreciate you holding on there.
It's no problem. It's actually kind of weird talking about this right after all the PvP talk. But
right.
I was just calling because I've had a lot of friends, a lot of good players on my server that have, jumped to more populated servers like Gilgamesh or Excalibur, purely just because of raiding. And I would just like to reach out to the community and, before you leave all your friends, your free company house, all that stuff behind, just I'm not talking to everyone. If you've got friends in other servers, or you just want a different player experience, I'm not really talking to you guys. I'm just talking to the ones that they're kind of in between, like you're not really sure.
All right, this call is being inspired by someone in particular. Go ahead and call them out. We're ready.
Well, I did. I had a white mage friend who mailed me in a Mog mail and just said, here I'm on this new populated server. Here's my character name. You're a really good friend, and I just wanted to let you know. I felt bad that he left, but it's not just him. I've got a few other people.
Listen, it's not you, it's the server.
It really is. Adamantoise is in trouble, man. The population is very depressed.
I'm looking forward to the server merges in 4.0.
Oh man, wouldn't that be grim? Wouldn't that be grim?
If that announcement would be brutal.
If the populations of some worlds had dipped to the point where they were like, we really cannot ignore this. I mean, they just put new servers in. You know what I mean? Like they just launched
solid investment.
They just launched. Well, I mean, the EU data center, it does make sense, and
sure.
that I'm sure that has been a good investment. But dude, this is a real problem. People are bailing on a lot of these low pop servers, and so what makes you want to stick around, Adamantoise? I'm curious, Regnis.
I've made a lot of friends on Adamantoise. I actually have like a little family community, and I actually work with a lot of players on the community to help with raid and the like. There's a lot of mid-core players that want to raid. They're just they're looking for their opportunities. I built a raid from the ground up, basically of mid-core players. All I required was that you're a hard worker and you take criticism. And that's not for everybody.
Those are good rules. Yeah. Those are good rules.
And I understand that, but everybody in my group, they've worked really, really hard and done their best to optimize their jobs the best they can. So I mean, just think about it before transferring to Excalibur, Gilgamesh. I mean, you might not get the best, a better player experience. You might not get accepted into a raid of just amazing raiders. You might have to start over.
That's you bring up a very good point, and that a lot of people who they jump servers because this raid group has a really good reputation. Well, I think ignoring the talent that you have in your own backyard and refusing to maybe develop some of that talent on your own, like you've chosen to done, Regnis, that may be one of the problems that this NA community has. I think Arthur's has talked about this in the past, that there's a way more of a willingness among Japanese players to be helpful and start new groups. And if one static deteriorates, they don't just look for another successful static on a server. They look for talented players that they've been playing with already and try to work something out there. And I get that not everyone wants to take it upon themselves to become a raid leader, but sometimes that's there is a reluctant leader syndrome out there. It can be done, and it doesn't have to be this gigantic drama magnet or a huge fucking headache. Regnis, I think, has got some great rules that just show up and take criticism. I think that's a really good way to do that. Thanks for the call, Regnis. We really appreciate it, and maybe you'll end up attracting some more folks over to Adamantoise.
But at the same time, that response was straight out of 2009. I'm just sticking around for the friend list. How many times do you hear that in 11?
That's true.
So work hard.
That was deja vu.
Work hard and take criticism. Two things you don't need to be on LBR.
By the way, Regnis, since this is your first time calling into Limit Break Radio, did you have any shout-outs that you wanted to dole out to some of your fellow Adamantoise players?
Sure. Just shout out to my free company, FreeCore. It was the first free company I had. They accepted me in and taught me how to really be a really good white mage. And to everybody else in Adamantoise, has really kind of helped my progression along the way.
All 5 of you.
I really contribute my skills to you guys. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for taking my call. I really appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for the call, Regnis. We appreciate calling into Limit Break Radio. If you would like to call in and maybe share your story about what your server looks like right now, I understand that populations are a bit grim, and it's not just raiders that are hopping servers and and trying out new communities. There's a lot of people who are legitimately logging off this game and playing something fucking retarded like Blade and Soul.
We need a Final Fantasy 14 baby boom.
Yeah, that would help. You know what would really help? I remember in FF11 there was a big player injection when it came to Xbox 360. There's another whole other console platform that's that it hasn't come to yet. So let's get some X boners in here.
No,
yeah,
we don't want those X boxers.
Come on, let's get some X boners.
Yeah, that was great in the 11 days. That was an exciting time period when the Xbox people showed up.
Well,
hey, you know what? It reinvigorated Dunes parties, didn't it?
It sure fucking did.
Yeah.
It absolutely
That was a
did.
positive experience.
Oh, come on. It was fun, and you know it. You wouldn't spend so much goddamn time on that stupid fucking game if you didn't love it. You look back on those memories, and you're like, oh, yeah.
But I wouldn't want to do it again.
No, you probably would. But there are those sadomasochistic motherfuckers who do get on, like, one of those 2006 servers, and it's like, why?
I've seen these people. Oh, my God.
Why?
How? Yeah, there's a group, was talking to me and Nika when we were doing the stream there, and I thought, like, yeah, we're doing a game where we're going to get in, we're going to cap ourselves to 75, and we're just like,
Yeah, there was someone talking about
why would you do
from
that?
the beginning. Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Yeah, we're gonna do Dunes parties and
Aniro, back during the original LBR, there was a time where you suggested everyone gets together on the 5 or the 6 original jobs and play it as though it was pre-Zillart. That was you. You wanted to do that.
Did it?
That
Was
might have
that?
been
Wait,
novel
hang
at
on.
the time.
Was that just like a? Yeah, that was a novel suggestion. I wasn't calling for the removal of features. I wasn't like.
Yeah. Oh no, you said you
Except
want
all the advanced jobs.
We want to play it exactly how it came out for the Japanese.
I don't remember
people.
any of this.
One of your rules was if the equipment wasn't added, if it was added after Zillart, you couldn't use that equipment.
So you can only, so it's a game to level 50 only.
I must have said this during the 11 days of the show because that's insane.
Yeah. That's what I said back during the 11 days.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah.
At all. You bitch! Yeah. Well,
except obviously that would just be a novelty because we didn't get the pre-Zillart days, so it's not like he wanted that.
As much of a novelty as it would be laying on a bed of fucking nails.
Yeah. Well, it's if you don't miss it, you're heartless. If you want it back, you're brainless.
Anyway,
you still play it, you're a Scalia.
Anyway,
and Nika.
I'm not still playing. I'm playing again to finish.
It's the same thing.
But the thing is, it is really hard to it's really hard to deny that server populations are really low.
Yes,
they're really depressed. I'm sorry. I don't want to pick on people playing Blade and Soul, but just
you do.
The anime flavor of the month.
Okay,
the MMO, like it's WildStar all over again.
It's Bratz meets Dragon Ball Z. That's what it is. You are playing a Bratz doll in the Dragon Ball Z universe. I saw when I just saw the pictures like with the characters, I thought, oh, that's terrible. Wow. And then I saw an actual trailer on Twitch. When they're like all jumping super high in the air, and like as they take off, the ground explodes, and I am like, what the fuck is this game? And then when I saw one of the characters, I'm like, no, tell me this isn't the game. Blade and Soul, and I'm just like, oh my god!
It really,
oh my god!
I seriously,
oh my god!
I get why there are certain streamers that are playing it because they're on the take from NCSoft, and I okay, that's fine, whatever.
Could you pay me to play it? Yeah, but would I be telling you how horrible it was? Abso-fucking-lutely.
No, but the thing, okay, look, if people knew that the only reason that we were streaming 14 or that we did the show was because we were receiving a paycheck from Square Enix, I think that would make people look at the show a lot differently.
Even though we slam them all the time?
I think they'd be very confused why we say some of the things we say.
But they'd be like confused why Square Enix pays us.
Wait, you're being paid by Square Enix? Like still?
Yeah, they would have guessed that we're paid by someone else to talk about FF14.
Blizzard, we're backed by Blizzard.
Whatever. I mean, fine. Okay, that's fine. If that's how you want to do your thing, but that's just like I just rather know that the people that I'm listening to or that the people that I'm watching are playing what they are playing because of a legit engagement of the content and a legitimate interest in the game, as opposed to receiving being on the fucking take.
Do you think people
that's annoying.
Can fake engagement, like genuine engagement? You think there are people out there who can fake that?
Sure.
Yes, I do.
Ugh, I don't think I could.
I've seen it. Have you watched some of these Blade and Soul streams? I've seen it.
Nah.
Yeah.
You sure they're not just fapping under the desk?
Dude, NCSoft was really smart. They cherry picked some of the most popular streamers from other MMO games, and I mean, I don't know that they're doling out money, but I mean, it really does seem kind of strange that so many people would be attracted to really shit Korean MMO. Sorry. That's just what it is. At the end of the day, it's
all
just
I see when I look at it is boobs. That's all I see.
It's
and that's not even enough to get me to play. That's saying something.
I can Google boobs. I don't need
some boobs.
I don't need it in my fucking video game.
I'm coming.
Yes, right. But I don't know. I mean, if that's how you're funding your trip to PAX South so that you can go shake dicks with other people who nobody cares about, I mean, I guess that's a fine thing to do. But I don't know. I'd rather be here with you guys doing a show instead of wasting time
reminding people that we still play 14.
Yeah, right. Instead of fucking wasting time at a press conference that nothing even got announced at. Like, what's the news out there?
Yeah,
exactly.
I couldn't even think of it.
I'm glad that we didn't waste our listeners' money. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we now know
Fanfest,
that
brah.
FF15's announced release date will be released in March.
Wait,
We got the release date for the release date.
Jesus Christ.
They announced that they will announce the release date in March.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's if that's your biggest piece of news. I mean, like, you got to fly out there. You got to sit in those fucking, like, why?
I'm just so happy.
Was that what we were talking about? I didn't know. All right, so